Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising, everybody. It is a beautiful day today, isn't it? The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and they're working on my AC unit. So hopefully, sometime soon, before the 15th, I'll have some cool air. But baby, let me tell you, anticipating the heat index of 90 plus degrees today, I had my son go to Wally Mart. Yes, Walmart, and get the Lasco fan, another oscillating fan. Look, Tyree has a fan in his room. I have a fan in my room. I had a fan in the living room, but it wasn't pulling enough, so I had to get another fan to pull in enough, because if it's going to be 90 something degrees, and as I explained to you all on yesterday, that's very dangerous. But before we get into our show, let me get, where are my sponsors? I got two sponsors so far that sponsor the Morning Mac show. One is Shades of Blue, and the other is my Molly Mall Seymour. Those are the two sponsors that we have for this show. We need other sponsors. So if you're a local business out there, or if you're just an entrepreneur or selling merchandise and you would like to sponsor our show, please contact us, because we need more help so we can grow this thing right. You know how y'all say, y'all want to do this thing right, because it costs. It costs for what we do. Even though people say, oh, how does it cost that you're broadcasting on, like, we're broadcasting through StreamYard. StreamYard isn't cheap. For those who got StreamYard, it isn't cheap and it isn't free. The StreamYard, where you have to get the use to get the people on and do all of that stuff. And it's a process, and we have to pay for production. Y'all don't know, but we're taking a big cut in our production budget. So yeah, definitely we do need sponsors, and we'll show your product, we'll use your product, and we'll tell the people about your product. So y'all come on in. Where's the Molly Mall CMOS? Where's my CMOS? Anyway, it's Molly Mall CMOS. He does it in several different forms. You can get the Molly Mall lemonade, the tea, and he can even make popsicles or ices for the summertime for the kiddies. And he do smoothies. And I cannot forget the gelatinous form. He can give it to you, and you can put it in your coffee, your tea, or however. But definitely, and I do apologize early if you guys hear some noise in the back. It's because they're fixing my AC unit, and that's a blessing. So I'm like, woo, you know. So once they get fixed, and let me tell you, Robert and Donald, Roberto. You know, the Latino way is Roberto. Us Americans, we're gonna say Robert, and Donald. Was here to after 7 o'clock last night. I know these boys put in some hours trying to get this thing fixed and everything. It took that long just to get the thing out that controls like the water that goes into the heating and air conditioner and the system. Oh my goodness. It was an old air conditioner unit. And they was like, what is that? What is that? I don't even think they use that no more. The kind of units. You know, so yeah. So I'm getting new stuff so I can have functioning and pumping air. And I am so thankful and blessed for that because I've been in this apartment for almost 30 years, y'all. Ooh, 26 years. So 26, is that closer to 30? That's a long time, ain't it? Good morning, Molly Mo. Good morning. Let me say good morning to my people. Oh, and I also gotta put it up for my people up here on the IG. IG. Yes. So we'll talk till Thursday. I got a question. What do you think people remember more? Do they remember what they see or do they remember what they hear? I was asking Molly that early and he was like, both. He was like, once they hear something, they could visualize it, you know, or when they see stuff, you know. What do you remember? Is it ingrained in your memory more what you see or more, or if somebody told you a story? If you saw a movie, would you remember it better than if somebody told it to you? You know, it's all different types of people. Some people may remember it better by seeing it because some people have a low attention span and probably can't listen or sit through a story. Then you have other people who have vivid imagination that can actually listen to a story and take it where it need to be taken. You know what I mean? Molly Mall, you in the house with me? I see you. Grand
What it do,
Rising.
baby?
Grand Rising.
Rising.
I'm asking the people, what do they remember? Do they remember a story if it's told to them or if they seen the story?
Yeah, I see somebody say she agree. Shaquan,
Hey, Shaquan Williams. Hey, girl.
say both.
Let me ask Donald. Okay, see, he's one of my service people. I got a question. The question of the day. Do you remember a story if it's told to you or if you see it? He see Donald was the young dude. He said if he watch it. So a lot of the younger people, you know, if he watch it, he remember it. He ain't gonna remember it when he tells to.
But if he watch it, he ain't watching it on mute. That's what they not understanding. They still hearing it. They just getting best of both worlds. Meaning that they need to hear it and see it.
But he need to see it, right? He need that visual.
It ain't really about just saying it. It's really about seeing it and hearing it. You still gotta hear it. If you put that thing on mute, he ain't gonna really know what they talking about too much.
That makes the point. You
like
don't
watching
watch
a movie on mute.
You, Donald. He got to see it and hear it in order for him to retain that. He got to do both.
Yeah, because I'm a visual learner.
He said he's a visual learner.
If you say it,
then
I'm not going to catch on to what you're talking about.
He heard it right from him. He said if you say it and he cannot see it, he's not going to catch on what you're talking about. So he has
that's
to
how I was growing up. I'm
learner.
a visual. Yeah, I'm a visual learner too. Hands on. Don't play me no audio tape. Nah, show me. Put a YouTube clip up. I see it. I know exactly how to do it there. But you just put it in a book or something, I can try to visualize it. But if I see it and hear it, oh yeah, I got it.
Exactly. So where are we at? Did you get the link that I sent you? So when the rest of the panel come on the day, I'm going to ask them, are they a visual, audio? What's Shaquan saying? I can't quite.
She said hands on.
Hands on, right? You know, it's like when you get a recipe, right? And I learned this is home economic class. When I was in the 7th or 8th grade, we had these classes that they probably don't have no more called home economic classes. And they teach you how to make all kinds of meals, how to sew, how to do things, right? So our teacher, Miss Stanley Tweedy, Andrew Jackson Middle School, big ups, yay! Andrew Jackson. Okay, she was awesome. We would be sitting in the class, and she got our measure. We got all our written ingredients, but we still wasn't getting how to, when we read those instructions, how to quite get it. When we saw her put that stuff together, we didn't even need no reading instruction. It's like, because we was doing it hands-on, bam, it took off. But just with the instructions alone, I think children need both. You know, sometimes as we get older and more seasoned, we can let our mind go. You know, we hear something on research and be like, wow. And a lot of us, especially a younger need both. Contracted in the house.
Yep. What up,
Now, I
contractor?
know I bet you say visual. Okay, we got a question. Hey,
Miss Contractor.
The question of the day. You ready? Y'all ready for the question of the day?
Yeah.
It's Tall Tale Thursdays. So the question of the day is, how do you retain your memory? Okay, let me say it like this. If you hear a story or you see a story, which one do you remember? The one you read or the one you seen? Is that right, Molly? Am I asking that right, Molly?
Oh, what I saw.
Yeah,
you always remember what you saw.
So you remember, you will remember a movie more than a book.
Yes.
Okay. Is it because we're visual creatures?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How you think kids learn how to walk? You think they heard the audio book, or they seen their brothers and sisters walking and running around?
Me and Miss Contractor was just talking about that. Like the best way to communicate is to use
visual.
No, what we say when you use analogies, because we learn how to read. When you was learning how to read, they had an apple, a banana, you had to write the words underneath of it, or they was across from each other, zigzag, and you had to draw a line from the banana to the word banana. So you learn better by what you see.
With the visual aid.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Now, like, say when you read or you see a movie, does that make you want to go read the book? Or do you read a book and make you want to go see the movie?
Yeah. The book always make me want to see the movie, but a movie never make me like that. They wrote a book about this. I never really go back and read the book, you know, because I already know most times the movie left out a lot of things from the book. So it's like, nah, if I'm not definitely that interested in a movie, to go read a book. But a book could draw interest in me watching a movie. I can't wait to certain books make movies. Some movies I didn't even know was books though before.
Like what? What movie you didn't know was a book?
Shit, even the one that recently came out with the play, what was that? Color Purple. I didn't even know Color Purple was a book originally.
Yeah,
I always thought it was a movie.
Walker. Yeah, it was an old book, and it's so funny because I read the book a long time ago, and then when the movie was coming, I said, "Ooh, they're gonna make it into a book." It was like, ooh, the same thing with the movie Precious. Me and Misha said it was called Push. It was called something else. I can't even remember it. And it was
Yeah, it was called Push.
It was like 100-page book. It wasn't even a long. My book is 190 pages. It was longer than that.
That book read the way that she spoke, and you could tell her how she, like you could tell her how she was getting better with learning based off of the way the book was being written. Because in the beginning, you could barely
Yes.
understand it. It was all over the place. You couldn't like it was a hard read in the beginning, but then when you finally got to it about midway, and you really started seeing what was happening, whoosh.
Now let me ask you: did you read the book first or saw the movie first?
I read the book first.
We did too. We sat here, we read the book, and then we got excited when it was coming to movie. Cause like, ooh, this will be good. The same way with Shades of Blue. When they the book first, read the book, then you be like, ooh, you can see it as a movie. But I mean, that's when the director, you know, the shooter that really could get really creative, can take the words and elaborate.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the goal. That's the mission. Try to get a trailer together for the book, and I said I want people who read the book to play the parts, to volunteer. Okay, I want you to volunteer for what parts you want to play, and the chapter is just the beginning. It's just because it's the trailer. We want the people to, you know, to want to pick up the book. So we're going to do a trailer. This is in, you know, me and Molly talked about it. Without Blue is how Blue got here. It's like the relationship between the mama and the mama and the daddy, on how Blue came to be. Right?
So wait.
Huh?
So it would be the relationship between the first couple, the first guy that she was with. Blue's mama was
the Blue daddy. It's how Blue became Blue. So it'll show the relationship of the father, the mother, you know, Helen and Walter, you have Brucey, you have Jimmy, you have Flo, and you have Patricia. And, you also have the neighbor, what was the name? Alice. Alice would be
so wait a minute, was that the rowdy neighbors that they ended up the everybody petitioned to get rid of them?
No. This is before Blue. It would be the scene, and that's a Blue introduction. On the trailer would be as a baby, because that's, you know, the book is told in the eyes of the child.
Yeah.
So the beginning parts of how I came and how, you know, how terrible the labor was, and the birth, you know, boom. And the trailer going to end with Blue finally emerging, you know. But it's going to have your characters, your base characters. So I'm asking the people that read the book, like you, Contractor, Rodney, and everybody, will they want to volunteer to play any of these characters?
For the trailer for Shades of Blue.
Oh, I'm the grandfather.
You see that, Molly? Contractor already said that he is that he is Walter.
I'll be Nana.
So you look, Walter and Helen. Look, we got the two.
I'll be Helen.
We got the parents.
I'll be Helen.
You know, Helen is the Spitfire.
I know.
Yeah, okay. You know, Walter gonna be trying to be telling Helen, say, y'all saw that. Walter be like, I don't care, Helen. Helen be like, Walter, go ahead. Walter be like, listen to what I say, Helen. Helen, look at the look on her face. That's Helen. Molly, look.
There's Walter and Helen.
So we got to volunteer to Walter and Helen.
I can play two parts.
No, you can't play those two parts. You trying to be what?
Because there's another dude in there that was hitting everything raw.
No, don't tell the book. Don't tell the book. That's for the day on. We just need to see. We want to do a mini trailer to get investors in the project. So when we could really do the project, you know. So that's basically what we getting the investors to do. Now
go up to the register and then put it in.
Molly, we got Helen and Walter. We got the Lewis's, Molly. Helen and Walter Lewis, Molly.
You said Kramer.
Check out.
You for real?
I know. Now we need somebody to play the children. It's Alice's character. That was the neighbor. And that was Patricia's girlfriend. So we need Patricia, Flo, Alice. That's three more. And then we need somebody to play her two brothers and her love interest. That's 3 more. So we need 3 more guys and 3 more girls to volunteer in the book to play the couple. And out of the people that we know, I'm going to see who we can do that, to shoot that one little scene, so we can do a trailer on how did that happen. You know, and then that's what we do. We send the trailer out. I think people had success like that before, didn't they, Marley? Somebody did a trailer to the movie before the movie came out.
Yeah, Fresh Prince.
They started out with just the trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, college kids.
Wow. Okay. I'm down with it. I'm down with it. So y'all, Shades of Blue might be coming soon. Look, I'm so excited, contracted, because I'm gonna have air conditioner today. That's what Donald said. That's what he said.
What they put in your air conditioner, or they putting it in, or they turn
No,
it.
they had to dig. I'll show you pictures. They had to. Donald, what y'all had to do again? Can y'all hear him? Come a little closer so they can hear you. Okay. Can y'all hear? You want to get on camera? You don't have to.
Pressing these people, man. Do their job.
Get it to the bolts on the other side. Take the check valve out. Replace the check valve. Then we have to fix a leak on the riser so that you can turn the water back on to the AC unit.
Did you hear, contractor? You hear what he said?
No.
Yeah, he had to do that.
Did you hear what he said?
No, what he said?
Right there.
Nah,
Go ahead, Donald telling you what they had to do. Can you hear him?
say it all over again.
Say hi, Donald. Can you hear him? Can y'all hear him? Say
Irritating
something.
people.
You said, "Oh, hey, Donna."
Donald.
Oh, Donald. Okay, what's up, Donald? Doc? What's up, Playboy?
So we had to bust the wall out so we can get to the bolts because they was encased in concrete. Take a old check valve out, replace that, and in the midst of doing that, a leak sprung on the riser for the AC units, so we had to fix that. Now we just wrapping up, putting everything back where it belongs.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why your air wasn't working, Reese.
I don't know. That's probably why it wasn't working good last year. If you remember last year, we was in here burning up in the air. We had to
Man, she have to read the book.
Who said they
read the book?
Who said they have to read the book?
Miss Williams,
Shaquan, girl, you got to get, look. I need 6 more players who's willing to help me produce this trailer so that we could get this movie thing actually going. And I would love it if somebody actually read the book. You get the book and read it so you could know what parts. And let me see, we're doing the first 2 chapters of the book, I think. If for the trailer, we're just giving it like the snippets and pieces of this is what's going through. Hey, that table was actually in there. Is the new unit going to sit on that?
Please follow the instructions on the
I think Frederick Douglass, the last antiquated Negro, built that table. That's an ancient looking piece of. I bet you that's an antique. I bet you that this table that they had my AC unit sitting on contractor in my utility closet.
You said what?
A piece of wood. It looks like a piece of furniture in Harriet Tubman house. I'm telling you that piece of wood it's over 30 years old. Because I've been in this unit for like 30. Wow. No, the wood.
Been there for 30 years. You could have bought a house, Reese.
I've been there. Yes. I could have. A lot of stuff had happened in between that time.
Oh, okay,
if I was smart, I would have did it. But you know, when you young and everything's going up, they go JoJo, baby. JoJo. It's Tall Tale Thursday. Good morning, Grand Rising. Hey, top of the wig to you.
Good morning.
I tilt my wig instead of tilting my hat. Okay, baby. The question of the day: Boop, 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 boop. Do you remember? Molly said, do you remember more? Would you remember more something you read or something you seen? Like versus a movie versus a book. If you read a book, do you remember the book more? Or if you see the movie, what do you remember more?
Who you asking?
JoJo, I asked you. Did you answer my question?
No, I didn't hear. Hi, JoJo.
Hello.
I remember the book more because it engages your imagination more. You're actually
Right.
building the picture, and you're kind of like building out the story in your head while you're reading it.
That's what I do too, Crazy. That's what I do. You know, because I go in the fantasy world and off of the story. But the younger people, I find out they need both. They need the visual aid and the story. They need to hear what they see. JoJo, what about you?
Yeah, I like them both. I like them both too. I mean, I get a lot. You get more usually out of a book. You know, it's usually more in depth. You know, higher detail like that. But I'm good at receiving both. You know, I need them both. I could actually get better at both of them, but at the same time, that's where I go. Yeah, I like them both.
Because I
couldn't pick one. I was sitting here trying to pick one when she was talking about she liked the book. I was looking to pick one, but sometimes you were saying more memory. You wasn't saying which I liked better. You were saying which one give you more memory. It depends how much you read the book or how much you watch the movies or the documentary too, because you know, everybody know if you've seen Martin or something a whole bunch of times, and then there's a scene come up, you can almost like a music, you can talk along with it, you know. So
right. I mean, like me and Chrissy was saying that we read books because we was using push. We read the book and made us like this. Oh wow, we read the book before we saw the movie. Amisha too, you know. And when the movie came out, it was like, oh wow, the movie was good to me. But the book had us scratching our head because we was like, how in the world is this book selling? And they talking like, I ain't be got no weapon.
So,
it was like, we was like, what the?
So, Reese, another book that I read before the movie was The Help.
Oh, I didn't read that. I saw the movie first.
I read the book first, and I was waiting. I was waiting for that pie part when she gave her that chocolate pie.
So what you like better, the movie or the book?
That one I gotta say both because they did the movie exact to the book.
They did the book justice.
They did the book justice. The Color Purple, they did the book justice. And of course, I read The Color Purple after watching the movie, but the book is in more detail and it's read through the eyes of Celie, and then you see different things that happen in the book. Like I'm just gonna be the spoiler. In the book, Celie and Mr. end up back together. In the book. And in the new movie, the musical, they're friends. So they did get they took bits and pieces from each one, but the first movie with Whoopi Goldberg and everybody else.
I like that movie better than I do the first one, the musical one. I'm just gonna say. Because that one was closer to the book, and I love the book. I remember first reading the book and reading the cuss words. That's why I liked the book at the beginning. The way it was, you know, that's what made me read the book from the beginning. Like, ooh, look at this language.
They cussing.
So that's why I ain't gonna lie. You know, when you younger, that kind of fires you, you know. And I had a vivid imagination because as a kid, we used to do storytelling time. Even in school, they were storytelling time where they would read us books. And then we would use our imagination. And then when we got home as little kids, I was spending the nights with my aunts and stuff, and we would tell each other stories to try to scare you or to try to, it was romantic, you know, it's always been that storytelling, the group. I like to say that African word, the group, the storyteller, the one that keep the records and tell the story. There's always we had the mind first before we were able to get it on big screen cinema. But after I see a movie, if the movie was good, it makes me want to go back and read the book. Those that have the book, you know. So JoJo Baby said that he liked both, and I think Mrs. Contraction said that she likes the book. She remember the book better than she can the movie.
I mean, Molly
Is
said.
that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I
and
can hear
then
y'all, 'cause they-
Contractor said him and Molly said they like the movie.
They like the movies.
Visual.
And Shaquan, what you like better, Miss Williams? Shaquan Williams, put your answer in. Do you like the book better or the movie better that you remember? Because a good book is a good book. And who else we got? We got Funny Man. Let me scroll down because I got everything. The reason why I can't see everybody that pop in because the way my screen is laid out, I got it big, so I only see the people at the top. I got to scroll up. Now, as I scroll up, I don't see the contractor and myself no more. I see JoJo and I see David as I scroll up. So I guess as the people come in, I'll just scroll up and just hope the regular people still with me. David, good morning, David, Grand Rising.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
And as you were hearing, it's Tall Tale Thursdays, and I just want to know, what do you remember more? Do you remember a good book or a good movie more? What's stick in your head?
You a pedicure? Okay.
I'm not really a reader. The only
You're not a reader. That says it right there.
Yeah, the only book that I read before watching the movie was the Bible. That was it. I've never really been into books like that.
Into books. Okay, so then now we know you visual. There's a lot of people that's not into reading.
Right.
Like I said, we're dealing with two types of folks. We're dealing with the folks that like to read, and then the folks that
ain't so always, because I don't necessarily like reading like books like that, like The Help or fictional books. If I'm reading a book, usually it's a self-help book. It's some kind of scientific backing behind it. There's references. There's reference books to it. It's usually to better a subject in my life or a matter in somebody else's life that I might be doing some reading in, but usually for when your movie come out, right, then I had read the book first. That'll probably be the first time ever that I read the book before the movie. Yeah, I wasn't into books. Like when I read books, if I was reading books for entertainment, just say like I needed a break from working my mind on what I was reading, I would grab a Western or something like that that had some action, some shoot 'em up action and hitting the trail and coming across, just stuff to free my mind like that. You know what I mean? Like I've read a lot of what's that real big he got a lot of, I read all the Donald Goins books. I read all the Iceberg Slims when I first got in. But then I read all the some of them. Oh, I'm lying. I read some of them. Along Came a Spider. Who's that guy that wrote that type of movie? He has a whole lot of books.
Clancy? No,
that's but he got a whole lot of books. He got a series. He got a lot of series, different books.
I like
I read a lot of his books, kicking off some time. When you read a lot, but most of that time was just after reading like the Bible or the Quran or something that was building my mind, or like I said, a self-help book, and I just was looking for a release from that room and just get away right there for a minute, but you still wanted to read. So that's about it for me on that tip.
Okay. Well, thank you, JoJo Baby, and I am honored to be your first. From your mouth to God's ears, we're trying to make this book into a series or a movie or a visual outlet. So those of y'all who don't read, y'all can actually see the movie or whatever, because it's some decent stories here.
I'll be your grandfather. I'll play your grandfather.
You know, Contractor and Mr. Contractor already took the young had the Walters.
Oh man.
But what positions are still available? We need the love interest. We need Patricia.
Yeah, hold up.
We need Alice.
Hold up.
And the Brucey and Jimmy.
I'll be one of your sister's boyfriends, so I can.
No. We're not getting.
So I can be in a whole bunch of scenes and shit. Whole bunch of love scenes.
We just shooting the trailer. We just shooting a trailer for now to get people pique their interest. And
well, you gotta show a sex scene. You gotta show a sex scene with your sister in there. Something.
No, my sister ain't coming on the set yet. What we doing is the beginning of how the main character, which is Blue, come into the world. So we're showing what was it like before and how Blue got there. You know, that's what we're showing. And the only romantic scene would be Patricia and Derek. That's the only sex.
You don't know if was that romance or not, and that was probably a strong night. That probably didn't have no romance at all. That was probably one of them flip it up, knock it up night.
Remember from the book, it had a lot of romance because Patricia was setting it up like a Harlequin romance, because she was all in the books, and she was like, "Oh, I know what I'm gonna do to get my man." So she read the book on try to how to seduce a man. You know. That's where that part come from. So Chrissy and the Contractor already said that they want to be the Walters. And Contractor always said he wanted to be the father. I'm gonna be the father. I'm gonna be the Contractor wanted to be a couple of characters. He wanted to be the one running around smashing people with no condom. He wanted to be that character too. He wanted to be the smash and grab. I said they ain't got that far in the book yet. Contractor, we just getting the beginning to get the people, you know. So and I was asking, I smell gas. What's that? I smell. Look, is that gas?
No, it's the fluid primer.
Oh, okay. It's the primer. Because I was like, I got to run up out of this apartment. If I don't work. Y'all would have saw. Only thing y'all would have seen hanging in here is my wig. They be like, damn, she flew up. So she had a bad leg and hip. And I'm like, gas, blow up. Like, nah, not today, Satan, not today. But I wanted the people that read the book to pick the parts. So JoJo, this is for the trailer, you want to be one of the brothers? You want to be the lover? Now remember her brother Jimmy thought he was Mr. Lover.
You gotta send me the contract and pay scale. On the trailer.
Well, see, the contract and pay scale is love and hugs. I'm asking people to participate. There's no contract, no pay. I'm asking them to volunteer to help us get the trailer together so that we can shop the movie, so we can have backers and supporters and investors in the whole project. See. Once we get that, because we need a capital and a budget and stuff. So that's what we that's what we need. We need the players first. We got the talent. I mean the script, and we got the the shooter, which of course y'all know is going to be $1 million productions, Molly Mall, and we just need the actors to make this scene or to make this trailer come to life. So hey, Slicky, and we want.
I'm gonna go get some overalls too, so I can play the part for real.
He didn't have overalls. He had truck driver clothes. Remember, he was a truck driver.
Oh, okay.
Truck drivers can wear overalls, short. You can play. You know what I'm saying? Are you directing this? Are you gonna be the director too? You in trouble. You in trouble, Contractor. You in trouble, Contractor. She gonna be popping that whip on you. She ain't gonna let you have no breaks. She's gonna be like, back on the set.
I work the same way.
No, I'm the co-producer. Molly all I'm doing is the visual. Molly gonna make it come to life. So y'all gonna have the lines because y'all know what happened in the movie. Y'all know what happened in the movie. So it's like You will have your own. You can make your character your own. I'll give you the improv. If they want to see verbatim, they can read the book. The movie always doesn't read like the book, but it'll be the same character, the bases, and everything. You know, you just don't have to say it word for word. Like you don't have to say, I ain't with that finger popping jive. You know, you know, that's because of the book because it's an age book. It starts out, you know, it grows with you. It's a progressional book. It starts off as the young, and then they grow older, and then they grow up, you know, like that. But for the trailer, all we need is the beginning parts. So maybe I will keep the finger popping job because the trailer has to be showing back in the 70s time. It was the 70s. So yeah. But as far as your look, truck driver, what do truck drivers wear back in the day? Their company uniform. And I guess they did wear jeans and stuff. I guess, you know.
Yeah, but I'm the same way at work, though, JoJo baby. When the guy's working for me, I don't let them take no lunch break. They got to eat on the ladder.
No, you packing the whip. You contracted doing some unjust stuff. Hey, Phil. Good morning, Phil.
What's up, family? It's good with you.
Now,
what up, Bill?
JoJo, what's up, baby?
I ain't a whole lot.
Yeah.
Gotta call you up, guy. I gotta call you up, guy. Rap you, shorty. I see right now, me and you having a little talk.
Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up.
All right.
Oh, I'll hit you up after this.
All right. So y'all just getting in. David said that he is a watcher. JoJo is basically, if it ain't self-help book, he ain't reading it. So he's like a watcher. And Chrissy said that she's a reader. She preferred to be a reader first. Contractor said he's a watcher. Molly a watcher. Now I'm asking you, watcher or reader, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to read or to watch? No, that ain't the question. What do you remember? That's the question. What do you remember more? Something you read or something you watched?
Who you asking?
You. Everybody else answered.
I can do both. I'm gonna read and watch.
No. But what do you remember? What do you retain more?
What I read.
You retain more what you read.
Because when I'm watching shit, I'm probably doing some other shit while I'm doing it too.
All right,
when I'm watching shit, I'm all over the road.
Okay, let's say, would you rather reading the book or watch the movie? What would you rather?
Remind me not to go to the movies with you.
What? Would I rather watch the movie or read the movie?
Read the book.
I'd rather do both because most shit you read is not going to be the same in the movie. A lot of shit you get more out of reading a book than you read getting a movie because a lot of shit cut out.
Okay. So
yeah, I do agree that, you know, I mean, there is a whole lot more details and stuff, you know, that's in books.
But if you're not a reader, you're not a reader. But let me tell y'all what's taking the place of reading the books. Audio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Reading and audio is the same damn thing. You still reading the book. A lot of shit I get on audio, I can listen to while I'm driving. It's just like reading a book.
But will you remember the stories that's been told on audio like you would if you saw it on the screen or if you read the pages yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because for me, and I'm the writer, I can remember better what I read, the stories that I read versus the stories that I hear. Because like you, sometimes I'm not hearing or interpret, you know, I just get a broader understanding reading. But since my eyesight has diminished, I'd rather listen to it, even rather than to watch it on big screen. Because sometimes
I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. I can fuck up a book. That shit, I can change the story around.
In a book?
Yeah. My dyslexia and that shit would be totally different.
Okay. So I'd rather see, and my eyesight is fleeting. But before I used to read, and like I can say, even watching movies and stuff, I'm not because one side it's like gone. I can't see. I'm like, what is that? What was that? What's going on there? But if I'm listening to it, I can shut everything and try to concentrate on what I'm listening to. And then I let my mind go and fantasize. So thank you, whoever thought of the audiobook. Thank you for that. Because who knew that I would need it later on in life?
Why, your book on audiobook?
Yes, it is. Well, I gotta talk to my publisher. She said that she has good news for me. She was supposed to be working on it and finishing it. So she texted me. She said she had good news. So hopefully that's the news that is done. That is done. It only took 2 years to get the audio, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully that is done. And I cannot wait to share the audio with the rest of the world. And that might prompt a lot of people that don't want to read, or some people that can't read can sit back and listen. Because I was told that when people take road trips, they like to listen to the books. When they travel, they like to listen to the books, you know, stuff like that. Relaxing while they're cooking or whatever. They like to listen to books. You know, I didn't know there was as big of an audience for listeners than they were like readers.
I listen to a book when I'm on a road trip and the radio stations are fucked up and they ain't got nothing I want to listen to.
That's interesting.
If you're on a road trip and you listen to the radio station, boy, that's a tough situation. You know what I mean? You need to get yourself a playlist or something.
Yeah. You fuck down and knew something Kentucky somewhere where they ain't got no goddamn radio station.
Yeah, but the audiobook's definitely the move. I like listening to them anyway sometimes. Sometimes you just don't feel like reading.
Sometimes you just don't feel like reading. Exactly.
Especially when you get older and your eyes squint a little harder. You know what I mean?
Or if you get shots in your eyes and you actually can't see sometimes. You know what I mean?
them letters getting smaller in that book, or my eyes getting worse. One or the other.
Or you drink a lot.
Y'all not, and your eyes is all squinchy. Y'all not right. But
Reese, you said you said you're more of a reader, right?
I used to be more of a reader because now reading it hurts to read now because of my eyesight. For those of y'all who don't know, well, I ain't even gonna talk about my eyes because but I had to get injections in the eyes every month to keep my sight. And my son teased me and said, "You a blind writer? How you gonna be writing books and you blind?" Shut up. I still can write books and be, you know, visually impaired. So my left eye, if I cover my right eye, all I can see is big things out of my left eye. Like y'all, look, I see to the little left and I see to the far right, but in the middle it look like somebody blurred it or something. And that's because
that's the same thing I got, y'all. It's the same exact thing I got.
So mine came from scar tissue from the cataract surgery. They said they was giving me medicine, and medicine made cataracts grow on my eyes, on both eyes.
Yeah, well, I told you should have been eating your fruits and vegetables a long time ago. That's all the medicine you need is your fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables, all the way through the day until at least 2 o'clock. Should eat number fruit, and then you should eat number raw vegetable. Separate now, not together, separate. An hour after you finish your fruit of your last bite, that's when you can begin your vegetable journey and eat the vegetables until you know, anytime you feel like putting something in your mouth, put a string bean or a Brussels sprout or something like that in your mouth, you know, and then have a decent dinner with you know, and you'd be good. That's all the medicine you need. You ain't getting no nutrient out of all the garbage we eat. None of it.
Jojo, I didn't know you 30 years ago. That would have been beneficial to help, but they wasn't talking about that 30 years ago.
I wasn't doing it 30 years ago.
What I'm saying,
I was going.
I needed to help then. I could to stay on the vegan path then. But
I
back
was
then,
on the
we
block
was
diet.
doing 5 wings. We was doing chicken wings, 5 wings, French fried fire. You know, that was in the carry out what? And everybody was eating them little fake crab meat things. I never ate that because I'm
See,
allergic
that's the
to
part I need you to
seafood.
stick with. That's the part I need you to stick with. Was. See, I need you to switch that up. I don't need
That
30 years
foundation.
ago.
What I'm saying, if you build your foundation not knowing on crap stuff, that's your house going to be built on a crappy foundation. And of course, some things are going to fall and crumble. But I'm fixing and repairing as I know, as I grow.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, but we didn't know better. You know, we know better, we do better. I came up from that state. You clean your plate. You eat everything off your plate before you leave the dinner table. Now, doctors and nutritionists are telling people, don't tell children that. Let them eat what they can eat because they said as parents, we give them too much. So that was a wrong thing to do to make a person gorge themselves or maybe feel like they was overeating, making them clean their plate. And I have to sit back and I was thinking, I was like, wow, because when my grandmother made my plate, it did mimic the other plate, everybody else's plate. It looked like it's the same amount. We all don't need to say, especially when you're little children, and then you make them, you eat everything off your plate. That's not a good thing. It's okay for them not to eat everything off their plate. But we grew up in a time, culture was different. We grew up at a time that we had to have bread with every meal. Culture was different. We grew up at a white bread time. Everything was white flour, white rice, white bread. We didn't know what wheat bread was. It was a time that you grow.
That's a cultural thing, Slim. That's a cultural thing. That's not nothing else but a cultural thing. They didn't put the good items. They didn't put wheat bread in the hood grocery stores. You know what I mean? You didn't have things like that. They didn't give you those opportunities. They didn't give you those choices. You know, you didn't. Your choices were
rye and pumpernickel. Like, what is pumpernickel? What is rye bread? What does that look like?
You know, and I can tell you this.
Pumpernickel is the black bread.
I can tell you just because of that. What you talking about, rye and pumpernickel? I can tell you that because on one side of my family, when we went to the grocery store, you know, we had pumpernickel, we had rye, we had all kinds of brown rice, we had everything, you know. And then on the other side, it was exactly as you say. You didn't have those choices at the grocery store. You know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily that people wouldn't eat it. They just didn't have those choices. See, they put the dollar bread, the wonder bread with 10,000 additives and preservatives in it, you know, in the hood for 50 cents. That's what you're gonna get, you know. So
basically what you're saying, on one side of your family, you had a choice between a Ritz cracker and a saltine cracker. Then on the other side, all you had was Great Value crackers.
I'm not saying that from my family. I'm saying from where my family, where they were at, how they treated people different here in America. You know, that has nothing to do with my family. Not being, because my father hustled and worked, and my grandmother worked, and everybody worked, and everybody made money, and they owned the house and all that. But if you only got a car dealer in your neighborhood and they only selling Hondas, you know what I mean, you can't get nowhere else. That's probably the kind of car you're gonna get when it comes time to get a car. You know, I'm just saying that's the, you know, so they just put that there for you. That, you know, the convenience stores, that was big in the hood first. The corner stores was big in the hood first, you know, because we didn't have big grocery stores. I remember in Baltimore, the grocery stores was like little stores in the block. You know what I mean? They had a whole bunch of little grocery stores. Wasn't no big grocery stores coming to our city. They had little grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? You walk down 2 steps, you'd be like in the basement of the you know, something would be on top 2, 3 floors, and then they would have a grocery store down in the basement, and it'd have a couple hours in it and everything. You know what I'm saying? Freezers. It was a real grocery store, but it wasn't like Giant or Safeway or nothing like that. They didn't have them in the hood. They ain't had them in Baltimore coming up like that. You had to travel to get to one of them, or it was in the Rotunda area, one of the Richie areas. You know what I'm saying? One of the white areas.
Look, let me throw some names of some grocery stores out there. Tell me if you heard of them or not. Okay, there could be some here and some not here anymore. Do you remember Basics?
Yeah.
How do you remember Basics?
Woodburn and York Road. There used to be a Basics on Woodburn and York Road back in the 80s in Baltimore.
Do y'all remember IGA?
I seen it. I ain't never shopped it, I don't think.
Y'all remember A&P?
Yes.
Phil, you remember any of these? Because a funny man and a contractor is like, I don't remember. You don't remember none of them stores?
I remember AP Giants.
I remember A&P.
A&P.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do y'all remember okay, what was there was a store called Plus that took the place of Basics just before Shopper came. Y'all remember Bloom's? It was a grocery store chain called Bloom's. And it was
I remember Big B. Remember Big B?
I wasn't here that much. You remember like Winn-Dixie and Piggly Wiggly?
Oh yeah, they still got them.
I was in the South.
Winn-Dixie still down south big.
Yeah. Winn-Dixie is still down there. It was and Piggly Wiggly. Marley.
Hey, remember when you could make some money at the grocery store by helping people with their groceries?
Yeah, groceries. Hell yeah.
You could sit outside. When I was a kid, I'd sit outside in the grocery store and can I help you with the bags, man?
Can I take you to the grocery to the car, man?
Now that you do it, now niggas running down the street with your car.
Yeah, but crackheads are messed that up.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah,
crackheads running off with the bag.
That's messed up. Keanu, look, we gotta ask Keanu the same question and hear his answer. We're talking about today,
Good morning, Keanu.
We're talking about
Good morning, JoJo, contractor, funny man, Phil, Marley, Reese. I love all y'all.
We love you. What do you remember? What would you remember more? What do you prefer? And what do you remember? Reading a book, read out of a book, or a movie?
I say movie.
You rather see a movie?
Yeah, I have to visualize. I have to see it, I have to feel it.
Okay, but you couldn't do that by reading the words, reading the book?
No,
I mean, I could, but I mean, once I see it, it's like a movie. You want to stand up. You want to throw the popcorn,
But that's the problem. Sometimes a movie don't do a book justice, especially if they're making a movie off of sometimes the movies don't do it justice. But what I was telling the guys and I was talking about what's beneficial now is the audio books. Now we don't have to read as much, we can listen to the story.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I do now. Listen to audiobooks while I'm driving.
So audio, like I said, audiobooks must be the new thing. Dang.
You miss too much though. Listen to an audio book. As soon as somebody call, you're gonna miss your place. Or as soon as somebody start talking to you, or if the person's voice ain't appealing to you, you're not really gonna pay attention, or it's just too easy to get distracted with an audio book.
Okay, he makes some good points.
But I get that with the reading too. You ever did that? You ever read a page and your mind was somewhere else, even though you were still reading the page and you don't even remember what the page said? So
wait a minute, how are you reading? How are you reading?
You're not reading, killing.
I'm saying no, you reading the words. I'm reading the words, but I don't remember nothing I just read because my mind was like in two different dimensions at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
What talking about? Yeah, you gotta read the page all over again.
That's why I had to go back and read it again and be like, oh snap.
And then sometimes you lose your place. Like I'm on page 36 or 38. You know?
You gotta go
That's
back to
why
the
they got
pages
them
that stuck together.
bookmarkers for.
Thank
But
you, Marley. Say it
I
again,
dropped
Marley.
I dropped the bookmark. I dropped it in the page, and pages went everywhere. So I don't know where I was at.
I do the same thing watching TV. I miss some, I rewind it back. I be looking at the screen, but sometimes I get the daydream like shit. What happened? I rewind it back. So it's just on the person. You ain't paying attention. No matter you reading audio book or anything. And you can change the voice now. You can have Snoop Dogg reading to you, Beyonce, whoever you want. You can just change the filter. And it's easier for a lot of these kids because they can just scan the books in college now and then they read it off to them. You know, I had to sit there and read every page. Now they can literally just press a button and just take notes as they hear it. Nah, that's crazy.
That's cheating. Damn, they get.
No, I love it.
Like
I
having
love
a
being
calculator in class.
But it's not making them smarter. It's not making the
Why
kids
not?
smarter, even though they got all of this technology and they can do this even with the calculator. It's you know
When we used to
it's not making
stumble on a word, we had to actually write it down and find the definition and learn it. Now, if somebody just reading over something, they don't got to know how to read it, write it, understand it. They
Pronounce
probably
it,
have about
nothing.
10 words that
Get
they
right
can't
over
even
it, yeah.
spell or understand, but they just gonna let it keep playing. But when you read, you be like, what that mean? Like, hold on, I got to highlight that.
That's what we
You know,
do.
but
And that's
nah,
what we
audio,
do.
you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't going to go back and say, what did they say?
And
Just let it play.
this what really freaked me out. The children don't have books no more. Everything is on their laptop. So when we had books, we was able to mark stuff, highlight it, and all of that. We had to do this when I was in school. They give you your spelling word. You had to know how to spell it. One day your homework was write it 5 times. The next day is use it in a sentence. The third day we'll put it in the paragraph. And the fourth day we'll use all 10 or 20 of your spelling words in a paragraph. So you had to make up a story using all these words. Or you had to know how to spell the word. That's how we learn words. And that's how we learn meaning of words. And that's how we learn how to use them. How it was done in the application. Now these days, like Molly said, that you say the word wrong and you keep going over. Everybody in our reading group will read out loud. And we know what paragraph we was going to read. So you get to practice on your paragraph because they go around you 1, 2, 3, whatever paragraph. So we can read good. And Molly, you're right. When we get stuck on the word, teacher, what does this word mean? And the right way to say it and pronounce it. Now, these kids, they don't have that.
Hey, Reese, the ones that said they would rather read, whatever. No, so they would rather like read like a sex book or like
sex book.
No, I mean like a sex book or like what's it called, Playboy or something like that, other than watching porn.
They're watching the porn.
Right.
That's a good to y'all men. That's the word to the women too. Would y'all rather read a sex book or watch the actual porn movie?
Let me go back to what you were just saying as far as like you would have to ask the teacher, what that word is, how do you spell it and all that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't participating that hard. You know what I mean? You was participating a little too hard for me. You know, hold up, teacher, stop the class, what that word. We'd have been like, shut up, there, shut up.
I love learning. You right.
I don't know, funny man. That's like ask somebody, do they prefer phone sets or real sets? You know, it's like it's evolution.
Wait a minute now.
And them times when they
that
made
phone
the
sex ain't no
magazines,
good.
it wasn't porn. Now you got options. Which one you prefer? Like, I don't think nobody gonna pick phone sets over real sets. I don't think nobody would pick a magazine over a full 4K flick. You know,
they might if they can't perform, Jordan. If they can't perform, they might.
You got a million options.
Look, I got a young man in my presence. Look, Donald, can I tell him your age, Donald? Donald,
keep
22.
Messing with them boys.
He's 22. So at 22 years old, Donald, would you rather prefer a magazine or the flick? A nudie magazine or the flick?
He probably know what a magazine is.
Do you know what
Why
a magazine
don't you
is?
ask boy toy over there? Why don't you ask him book or movie first?
Yes.
I did ask him book or movie. He said, He said his attention span is too short to flip some damn pages. Get to the cum scene. Yeah, where the money shot? That's what he said. He want to see it. He want to
compilation. Yeah.
I told you, you gotta see it. Yeah, I almost want to smell it. Almost, yeah. That's it,
What it smell like? What it smell like?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's most important. It smell like cupcakes or smell like Swamp Thing. So, but I ain't gonna lie, them condoms smell too.
Or Swamp Thing.
But them condoms smell. I don't know why condoms got a smell to it. I'm like, they ain't changed that shit by now. That condom smell crazy.
I got a question for y'all.
That's why it's best to hit raw.
Y'all got Let me
make
ask
them
y'all.
get tested first and then hit raw.
Y'all got two women in front of y'all contracted.
Get the pull-out game right.
I need all my men. Donna, you can listen to this question too. You got two women in front of you, right?
Right.
You got one is like, ooh, beautiful. Oh, she look like everything. Then you got one that you be like, I don't normally mess with that, you know. Now, one smelling like the Swamp Thing and one smelling like cupcakes. Which ones you gonna hit? You gonna hit the Swamp Thing?
That you ain't like say which one smell like swamp.
The one that look like everything. The one that's the beauty queen. It smell like the Swamp Thing.
Why she got smell like swamp?
Because
it sound like the other one smell like swamp to me.
No, because that's the illusion.
Why she got
you know, that's the eyes.
Most times the girl who looked it like that smelled like that. I never seen the opposite too much.
No. Something could be wrong. Something could be wrong with it. But the question to the men, you across two bras and they trying to give you some. One look like damn she bad, but she smell like damn she bad. Ugh. And the other one looking like but she smell good.
Well,
you want to go with the one that smell or the one that smells?
Shower.
She ain't got BD or nothing, do she?
Yo, you don't know. You don't know. She smell like she got something. You don't know what it is.
I just want to know. I said, look, you say it stink. I want to know if it got. All right. Well, it don't matter. I guess we're going to get. I guess we're going to have to get a towel around our face and play like a terrorist up in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna go for the looks. Okay, looks can kill. Just remember that.
You ain't going for that.
You ain't say to be my girl or nothing. We just talking about one time.
Just still banging out. I'm saying looks can kill. So you would rather bang out the swamp, the one that smell like the Swamp Thing. So, because just because she look bad, you would rather bang out the.
He said he put a bag over his face. If she look good, he don't need a bag over his face, right? Oh,
I'm gonna have the towel. I'm gonna have the towel around my face like the Taliban.
I'm gonna put a porn on and get topped off.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk that thing.
We hitting the showers. We just hitting the
showers. That's what I'm about to say. I'm gonna walk into the
shower. You can't wash it away.
Why
they don't get up? The soap don't get up in there.
Because whatever.
Why you making up all these rules just for us
I
to
know,
pick the girl?
That's what you said. But you already made your choice. I said y'all gonna hit the bad chick.
The girl
hit that. Get some hand sanitizer and knock that thing down a little bit.
Hey, Reese, I'm smashing both.
Is that true?
I said to be truthful, I'm smashing both.
You know you smashing both, funny man, because you addicted to sex. You smashing both. See, I gotta watch you because you be the joker up at a freak off. Don't let them catch you no ditty cakes. You smashing all the women. That's why Puffy messed with the little boys because funny man that took all the broad.
Yeah, I'm smashing both. I ain't gonna lie.
He said he's smashing both. He's smashing the good looking ones, the bad looking ones, the good smelling.
They both gonna stink by the time he get ready to finish with them.
Hey, that's why I said we're taking it to the shower. Everybody's.
Yeah.
Y'all are a mess.
To be honest, though, for real though, ain't nobody hitting no stink. You know damn well if that girl stink or anybody stink. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell her. You're gonna be like, girl, come on to get in that water. What's wrong? You just come from
Well, no, not everybody. Some men like steak.
Look, what happened after the club? We'll be happy now. Be weird because girls go to the club, they meet men, they go home and like y'all think y'all smell good.
It just came
No, we
y'all
this
be
is
that
what
drunk.
we do. We say, excuse me while I go freshen up.
You know, alcohol make that thing stink too if when it's enclosed and that sweat from that alcohol.
Then
Oh,
you go home and you freshen up. That what
but you put it on us. You put it on us that she had to stink. She couldn't be freshened up.
She can freshen up, like I said.
Well, we know
freshen up.
sweat and stuff, of course. You know,
Shower,
natural. You
freshen
know.
up.
See, but women's definition of freshen up ain't the same as ours. They'll say they fresh and all that. Soon you get in there and start stirring up the hamburger helper, that shit be smelling.
No, they ain't doing it right. A real woman
nah,
know how to.
you talking about you talking about freshen up, right? If we freshen up, we can run to the sink, slap that motherfucker up in there, and get some soap and water, and get the whole bush and everything cleaned up, and come on out, drip dry. How you freshen up?
The same way
sit over
you
the
take a
toilet?
bird
They
bath.
use a wipe, yo, and think they fresh.
No, you take a bird
Ew,
bath
yo.
the same way. Because you want to come out in your sexy lingerie or more comfortable.
I mean, the only way I can see you freshening up is like if you got a cup in the bathroom without getting in the shower. You got a cup in the bathroom and you pouring water on your thing while you sitting on the toilet or something and scrub. That, I mean, what else would you freshen up? You either get yourself in the shower. I don't need you to get your face together. I'm ready to bust that up. You know what I mean? How do you freshen up your stuff?
If I know a man is going to spend the night, I ask, hey, let me wash first. Let me take a shower because you want to be prepared for the bed.
Wine.
And
That's
because you
what I'm
changing your
saying.
clothes.
But what if you at the club and you've been partying all night and you had some drink and then he ended up slipping home with you and that thing, now you going in the bathroom to freshen up. Now you got to freshen up because you've been in the club banging them thighs together all night. You know, so that thing got...
I never had a one night stand. Remember what happened to my one night stand? But if it's my boyfriend or somebody that I bang with, they know I'm gonna jump in the shower first. It's like this: you going in the shower first, or am I going in the shower first? It's like we know that.
Hit the shower.
I think that's a proof of people that get too really attached. Is they don't have a one night stand. You need to have a one night stand in your life every now and again, just to show that you can do it without being attached.
Well, I did have a one night stand, and he lasted 9 months. He lasted almost a year. Hey, Reggie.
That was a 9 month.
That was a one night stand. That was a total stranger, and I did it on the first time going out.
My son was a product of the one night stand.
With somebody one time that I did not know. That this was a person I did not know his name or nothing about him other than talking in the club. That's right.
Hey, Brenda.
And it lasted almost.
Well, I am proud of you. I'm proud that you slapped that thing on somebody once upon a time without even having a care in the world. Just put it on them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
And we was at the Go-Go right across the street when it was the Legend nightclub. Sugar Bear was in there singing Bop Bop. We was in there and we were just at the Go-Go. And he was just, I was just playing with the guy, just dancing with him. And he was like, can I come home with you? And I was like, you want to come home with me for real? And he was like, yeah, can I come home with you? And I thought he was a young boy. He ended up being 2 years older than me. And I was like, boy, he was like, nah. So my girlfriend Tanya at the time, Tanya was like, girl, don't take that boy home. You don't know that. She was just hating because the friend wasn't digging on her. She was like, don't go back and pick that boy up. So, because she wanted all to hang out. So and I was like, no. I said, I'm going to go back and get him. She was like, no, you're not going to do that. She was like, I want to hang out too. I want to whatever. I said, I'm going to take you home. I took her home. And I went back to the legend to see if he was still there. Don't you know?
Damn.
He was standing outside waiting for me to come back.
Right.
Yeah, he was waiting. I was like, oh, he for real.
Oh, he already smelled that there was fish in the pond. He was just doing raw. He was just waiting for it to bite.
She took her friend home and everything.
He was sitting out front
with that motherfucking pole out.
But I had to drop her off. So because I told her, I said, yeah. And he said, I'm gonna wait for you. He said, I'm gonna be right here waiting for you. He said, you coming back? I said, yup.
Yeah.
Hey, Miles. Sometimes you gotta be patient when you fishing. You gotta stick that pole out and just wait for something to bite. So you know, she ran all off. She ran off, and it came back. It came back to get the one.
He bit on me. He asked me.
He probably asked
He was the fisherman.
He probably asked 5 of the girls, and you the one that bit.
You the one that bit.
He ain't spit no game. He just said, "You
that
want
wasn't no
can I
game.
come home with you?"
And
he
I was
looked
like,
good.
yeah,
He probably looked
I was
good.
shocked because he was a cutie. I was like, oh, son. And I was like, what?
That's what he was banking on. He was banking on his cuteness to get him over the hump of that one. And look, put that rod out there, and all the other fish didn't bite, but got him hooked.
Man, that's probably he in there every week. That's why he done hit half of the club.
Yeah, he already hit, right.
I might have been a new face. You're right. I could have been, some new, We was over there.
As long as you had fun, you protect yourself.
I don't think it was new face that he was thinking about at all. He's probably thinking about them big ass titties you had in front of you.
Probably because I was working at the go-go. Hey, that's what we did.
I already know you got the go-go. You ain't gotta explain it to me. I know what it looked like in there. You got the titties.
And I was cutting up, and she was like, "Oh no, let's go to your house. Let's all of us go." But his friend wasn't feeling hurt. And he said, no, I want to go home with you. So I had to, we had to break up the party. I said, I'm going to come back. And he was there waiting. And I was like, wow. And it's funny because I just lived across the street from the concept. But, right, y'all know where I live. I Carriage Hills, right across the street from, the Legend, which was the Legend, which used to be the old concept back in the day.
Yeah, you could have walked over there.
Yeah, right. But he didn't know where I lived. So, and he was laughing. He was like, "Oh, your place is nice." This is when it was nice. It wasn't cluttered. A different furniture, different look, fresh open. I had a hardwood parquet floors. This is what shit was legit. Not saying that it ain't there, but anyway.
Nobody want to hear about your furniture. We trying to hear about the why. You were talking about reclining chair. I had a blue reclining chair. You had the
That's the all plans.
So I asked him, because we was sweaty, who getting in the shower first, me or you? I had him nice fluffy washcloth and a nice fluffy towel. Here you go. Because I had a rule, nobody gets under my sheets with the same daily dirt. I didn't, back then that's when I liked white sheets, like nice crisp.
So you made a nigga come home and get in the shower.
He had to walk. If he was gonna sleep in my bed,
y'all went straight to it. Y'all got straight to it, washed up after, man. I already heard the story.
Unless he hit it in the living room first. That was probably the second
time. What's his name, Jerry? He just left.
No, his name was Linville. And he lived down in
remember this nigga. That
he was a barber. He cut hair.
She know everything.
That's her baby father.
That was my first one night stand. That lasted 9 months.
That's what I'm saying. You had a baby by him, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you said it lasted 9 months because you got pregnant.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
No.
He was a squatter. He just
liked me.
That was
a 9 month stand. That
was a 9 month stand, right?
So
you might have thought it was going to be one night
stand. You don't see these
that was
people
me.
Again.
That was me being intimate with somebody that I knew nothing about.
Now you can get to the. This is why he was like, okay, you came in. Then he saw the wood floors, and yeah, then he felt that fluffy towel. He was like, oh shit, I'm gonna see if I can lay up in this motherfucker. All right, and then
He didn't stay with me. He had his nice own townhouse.
he must have hit it right, because if you let him stay for 9 months, he must have hit it right. So
hey,
On the Don.
on the Don. Look, but I guess it was a nice treatment because I did.
Man, she remember that nigga name. She remember his everything, his whole portfolio. Yeah, he did it right.
Look, you see the smile on my face. That was a good memory.
Sometimes when you walk down the street and you smell a little bit of funk, do you get that remembrance right before you put them in the shower? You know what I'm saying? Do you get that when you walk by a garbage can or something? You go, oh, damn, that smells like him just before we got in the shower together.
That's disgusting. Because trash truck juice is nasty. I ain't messing with nobody that smell like no trash truck juice. You can forget that. I don't know. You better not mess with nobody that smell like no damn trash truck either.
Your trash juice and my trash juice ain't got nothing on New York City's trash juice. New York City trash juice.
Don't bang with no girl. The woman smell, her breath smell like trash truck juice.
A lady just went viral doing that.
Hey Molly, if you step in if you step in that juice, like the truck by and it's dripping and shit, and you step in it, you'll go home and be, what the fuck is that smell? And it'd be the bottom of your motherfucking shoe stinking, yo. That shit is for real.
Yeah, you don't mess with, you know, and women don't mess with no man if they smell like trash truck juice.
Yep. Yeah, that was true.
You know Brenda in here.
Brenda.
For a minute. I know you probably can't see it on your screen.
Why?
I don't see it either.
JoJo said he don't see it
You
either.
got a logo.
I see it now.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Oh, she may not be in. Oh, back to that. Seeing her reminded me. I'm casting you guys for we're trying to do a pilot or a trailer for the movie Shades of Blue. Already got Helen and Walter Lewis cast with the contractor and Mrs. Contractor. That should be lit because they could bring that role to life because they are a couple. And I know Mrs. Contractor can bring that attitude, and I know Mr. Contractor can bring that big truck driving attitude because he looked like a lumberjack. Don't he look like a trucker? So I got 3 other male parts that we got to cast. We got to cast the part of Brucey. That's Patricia's brother, and then he has Jimmy is Patricia's other brother. That's the junior, and then we got to Derek Moore, cast Derek Moore. That's the love interest. That ended up being Blue Daddy. And then the women are Alice, Patricia, and Aunt Flo. So I need 3 women to cast, you know, those parts. So and 3 guys.
Let me back in. I got to plug my phone in.
You're going to plug your phone in. So I'm putting it out there to the universe. We're trying to do a trailer for the book Shades of Blue. Trades. So we can try to, you know, get that done. Just a teaser so we can get people hopefully to support and back the production of a full-length movie or series. Yep. So that's what we're doing. That's where we at. Boom.
Shades of Blue coming soon. Make sure you get Shaquan Williams the book. She want to order a book.
She could go look. She can go to Key to Life Publishing.
Nah, we ain't doing that. We directly hitting her up. Hey, you need a book. We gonna make sure she get it. When you direct people places, they don't go.
She can get it directly. Come out to the show. I'll have merchandise there. They can get the book there. Yep. And hopefully soon it'll be on the only book I read before.
Hey.
Oh, okay. I'm just reading that. Okay. She come out and get it. Anybody that don't have it can get it. You know, and the character Shaquan, I need somebody to play Patricia. So they gotta really read that part and know what Patricia is about. She was hot in the tail. Just normal teenage hormones. I
Wait
can't
a
say
minute.
no harder than nobody else. Because hormones, normal teenage hormones. And all she did that, you know, she read some books and she expounded on her hormones and what she was feeling. That's all she did. So ain't nothing wrong with it, because that's where the hormones and stuff kick in at. You know, my
Good
aunt.
morning, Althea.
Good morning. There you go.
Right.
Sorry. Good morning, Molly, the contractor, and Funny Man Green.
Rising,
Good
rising.
morning.
I heard you describing the show, and I heard that you said the contractor and Mrs. Contractor has taken the parts of who?
Walter and Helen.
Okay. And
those are the matriarch and the patriarch of the family. That's the mother and the father that starts off the family. That's actually Blue's grandparents.
Oh, okay. Dun 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 dun.
That's the pistol toting, Bible thumping, switchblade carrying grandparents.
Okay. The contractor, congratulations on the part. And
can't
Miss
hear you.
Contractor, well, why not? Maybe he can't answer.
Contractor,
blink once.
Can you hear us?
I don't think
you on mute.
Like, I think he's sitting in somewhere. Blink once if you can hear us.
I think they conversating.
Okay, so he's not paying us any attention right now. So that's okay. Because I'm excited. Molly Robinson, congrats on your part in the. I hear you have your character you will be playing.
Who I'm playing?
Didn't you say you're playing a part in the on stage production?
Nah, that was Funny Man.
No, I thought Althea said you was like the shooter or something.
Oh yeah. And I don't know what role I'm playing yet though, but I'm gonna play a role. And we decided to use a doll baby for baby Blue.
Okay, I mean, work with it how you have to, you know, make it work is the important part. There's so many creative things that you can do. The important part is bringing your oomph to the part that you're playing. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this is going to work out.
And you know, for free, you guys that don't have the book can read the book. Amazon, Kindle, and everybody let you read the first 3 or 4 chapters for free. So you guys can go out there and look at it. Actually, look at it for free. And Shaquan, you know, they let you read. They you know, they hook you.
What up, Will?
So it's all over.
Shout out to DJ Slicky. He said we funny.
Look, we need a DJ for sound effects.
Like, you know, if he's auditioning, I'm all down for it. Good morning, JoJo baby. Good
morning.
Good morning. That's Brenda Brown, JoJo. That's Foxy Brown.
I can't hear you. Broke up.
I was introducing you to Brenda Brown.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hello, Brenda. I said hello.
Oh, that's the lady from yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, contractor. She was talking to
our
you.
birthday a day apart. I'm the 23rd. She the 24th.
24th of what?
June.
June.
Half of 100. Here I come. Here we.
JoJo birthday next week.
Yeah, my birthday this
yeah. Oh,
weekend.
for real?
Couple days. Saturday.
Oh shit, turn up.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
because it's
man,
show
nah.
Saturday for your birthday.
Yeah, that's it. Shorty, after that, I'm packing the bags and getting back in the house and hiding.
Until June, right? Because you coming out to the festival in June, right?
Talking to me?
Yeah, I was.
What festival?
The festival that we're doing in June, the Stop the Violence Festival. The weekend of June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Oh, word.
Freedom Festival. The one that I've been plastering up every day, the flyer.
Okay, all right.
But contractor, this question is to you. Brenda was trying to congratulate you and Chrissy, contractor.
Congratulate me and Chrissy.
Yeah, go ahead, Brenda. Tell you got his attention now. You talk to him, Brenda.
Oh, congratulate you on your part in Shades of Blue live on stage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm trying to work it out to play 2 parts because I want to play the dude that hit everything raw too.
You can't play 2 parts.
No, that's what she said. But I'm cool. I'm playing. Yeah, thank you.
Eddie Murphy did it. Martin did it.
That we play like 8 parts.
Yeah.
Right. But this isn't a comedy. The book isn't a comedy.
But he can still just be dressed up in a different character. Just because he dressed up, he don't gotta be funny.
Okay,
You know?
okay. Think of it like this.
Right,
you don't
JoJo.
I'm with you, old boy.
Wait a minute. You don't see Queen Latifah, right? You don't see Queen Latifah on NYPD Blue playing 2 different parts in the series.
Brenda, you must not.
The Equalizer. She on
the Equalizer, whatever.
Are you talking about
This ain't the series. This is a movie though.
It's the trailer for the movie. We want to do the trailer to hope bring in more support and backers that can actually help fund the project so we can get where we need to be as far as a full-fledged film.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Molly here has the camera to capture the moment. So all you guys have to do is be the characters.
Right.
Hey, Brenda, you must not watch Tubi. I've seen a couple people play different characters or whatever on the movie.
Yeah, he could play different characters.
I've seen Tubi movies, but she's going for like NBC, ABC, network TV, the good cable channels like MTV.
You mean like Stars? When we going for Showtime, Stars,
O
HBO,
Channel,
Netflix. Netflix might look. The people at Netflix might want to read it and pick it up because they do a lot of good productions at Netflix.
Yes.
So look, I had a dream, and Prince told me in my dream that he stamped my book, and he was producing the book. And I woke up. I'm like, Prince ain't alive. Well, I took it as either Spike Lee or Cat Williams because they love Prince a lot, So that's what I was like.
You got the door?
Yeah,
that's my ride. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, man.
All I can see is the more parts that you have, the more of your friends you can work with.
Yeah, give jobs too.
Yes, and it makes the cast bolder because what we do is we amp up the contractor and Mrs. Contractor's part, right?
Oh, once they read over the line, it's already amped. They
you
hot.
go.
They hot.
Yes,
they hot.
And we focus on like character development during the show every month. You guys will do it once a month, and every time you do it, the storyline has evolved, right? And it's going to be great dinner theater. You guys are gonna rock it.
Hello? Is anybody on the line?
I know, like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm here.
I'm good.
I'm here. So, Brenda, let me ask you this question. This is the question of the day, and I asked everybody that came on the panel. Do you would you prefer reading a book or watching a movie? What do you retain more? Do you remember more if you read the book, or do you remember more if you watch a movie? What is more memorable for you?
You know I'm carrying okay.
If I like it, it doesn't matter what format I see it in.
I mean, because sometimes, let me say it like this. Sometimes reading a book can make you anticipate, oh, I can't wait for the movie. Have you ever read, and then sometimes you can see a movie like, oh, I got to go back and read the book. But which one do you remember more of? Like, do you remember more of what you read, or do you remember more of what you see and hear?
I remember more of what I see and hear.
Okay.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a movie, but if I have to sit down and do one of them, because I'm not a big movie fan either.
So what about audiobook? You like audiobooks?
I'm more of a television girl. I'm more of a documentary type chick. I like something that's gonna give me videos and images and
so you're more visual. So that's basically it. Movies, television, whatever. That's all visual. That's what we're talking about.
Okay,
so you're more of a visual person then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And what did y'all say though?
I'm both, but I like to read a book. Well, I used to like reading books before my eyesight dimmed a little bit, because when you read a book, you can let your mind take you on the trip. You can, imagine a whole bunch of stuff. And then I also like when I see a movie too. Sometimes I see a movie make me want to go back and read the book, because I know the movie left out stuff that they couldn't add. With stuff going to editing table. So I want to go back and read it all to get the full view of stuff. But because my vision is diminished,
you're gonna pay for that, and I'm gonna do the tip.
I like listening now more so than, because my eyesight is diminished a little bit. So the only motor skills that I got that's working perfectly is my ears. But don't ask Molly, because Molly will tell me I don't listen.
Molly, what did you say?
I said I'm more of a visual learner. That's mostly was coming from learning, and then it went to you prefer to read, or would you prefer to like watch a movie. I'm just saying, like, I think that most kids, they take in more visual. That's like kids learning how to walk. Ain't nobody read them a book on walking. They just watch the kid in front of them, So if I'm watching anything on video production, I can read books on it. But if I got something on YouTube that can show me how these things actually work, how to operate this exact camera that I got, I think that's better for me, But I was messing with Reese. I said she listened to respond. She don't listen to understand, I be messing with her all the time like that. But yeah, I just think visual would be easier, And I think both of them more detail in the books or whatnot, but just hearing something, it was mostly compared to just hearing something and saying something and hearing it. Basically, if you just hear a story than actually saying and hearing the story.
Okay,
no.
I'm just trying to catch up on the unit. I'm just trying to catch up on the boat. Funny Man Green.
You're going to test it out. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day.
Oh, they done?
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for Reggie to test it out. So
look at her face. She looked relieved. She like, yes, they're done.
No, it's not that. Is that it's going to be another 90-degree day. And on Monday, I passed out. Didn't you know I passed out? Because I was like, it was like that. Didn't eat nothing, tried to drink water to hydrate, but it was still like, I can't move. I can't do nothing. Everything was in slow motion. It's because it was so hot in my unit.
Oh
It
wow.
was
See,
90
you got to
degrees
build up a
outside.
tolerance. Your heat tolerance ain't high enough because you're having that sexual activity in your home up under them blankets. You ever been up under that blanket that gets so hot up under there you throw that motherfucker off like a caper or something, like you woof, and it feel like the breeze. Yeah, you gotta get your heat tolerance. You ain't getting enough. You ain't getting enough heat, baby. You need some more heat in your life. Your tolerance low.
JoJo baby, you gonna try out for one of the parts?
I'm gonna throw whatever the bone they throw the dog, whatever they throw to whatever, yeah, like that. You know what I'm
Yeah, well,
saying?
he wanted to be the contractor guy. He wanted to be Walter, but I said contractor jumped on it first.
Well, you know, sometimes that's how it happens. It even happens that way in Hollywood. You know,
you know what I'm thinking though? But I'm really thinking that contractor and Chrissy can be. I'm thinking about contractor and Chrissy being Patricia and Derek, and I can cast two other people as the, it's either they're going to be the parents or they're going to be the young, hot couple. I'm thinking Derek and Patricia. I'm thinking that he trying to be slick and she trying to go by the book. She trying to romanticize him. It could be, and
yes, and
blue. That's blue parents. That's how blue guy is.
Okay, see, that makes all the sense in the world.
But when you read the book or when you listen to the book, nobody they was like, "Oh, I ain't gonna be Patricia."
Okay. Who would JoJo baby be?
I can see JoJo if he ain't the father, if he ain't the truck driver father, he gonna be Junior. It's gonna be Jimmy. He's gonna be Walter's oldest son. Because Walter.
I want to be something. You want to be something all the way away from your character, your personal character. So.
That's Mr. Lover.
Okay.
Unless you want to be the fighter, Bruce. There's Bruce and there's Jimmy.
That would be cool.
Brucey, you got you got Jimmy, and you got Derek Moore that need to be contract, and you got Alice, Patricia, and Flo that need to be cast. So,
well, okay, what kind of character do you want to play, JoJo? Like, what's the?
JoJo don't want to play nothing. JoJo ain't looking. JoJo just taking whatever bone thrown at him. JoJo ain't asked for nothing.
Well, here's the cool thing. I know you didn't ask for anything.
Sound like
you are such a character, and I just love your look, and nothing's written in stone. Like right now, we are the blueprint of what's about to happen, right? So if you ever got to start at the beginning of something, this would be the beginning where you can craft the kind of character to turn. You said the oldest son up here.
Thank you. Yeah, but JoJo, but Brenda, this is just a certain scene that we're shooting. JoJo may want to be one of the other characters in the book. There's a whole bunch of other characters later on in the book. We're just showing
one scene at a time.
Getting the trailer. We just putting a bite out there. We just giving them a sample. This the sample.
Yes.
And he made, so we can get the backing to do the real shooting the real movie.
Order in one of these.
So we just giving people idea of what's to come, or what's boom, and then let them use their mind from the words in the book. Oh, that's a wild ride. And then when you read the book, they're gonna be like, oh wow, yeah, let me get this book. Let me see what this book about. Let me see. Okay.
When you do the movie, you probably switch it up, something like that. So there'll be new characters created, like the nigga that owned the corner store or something. I'll be him.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna be Mr. Johns? That's the John.
Yeah.
You gonna be the guy that was breaking into people's houses and selling their furniture back to them in their store.
Yeah, I can do it. I can be anything like that. So we're talking about, you know, you gotta get your stuff together. When you get all your stuff together,
My
then you bring
stuff
it to
is
me. You know what I
together.
mean?
I just need the financial backing and the characters. Then we can start casting. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh boy, contractor in here, contractor in the house. Sell one of them whips, contractor, to put the movie back in the game.
You say what?
I said donate one of them whips to the game. You know what I'm saying? One of them whips to the movie, and just if you sell the car, we can have enough cash to cast the movie.
Oh no,
We
I'm gonna
won't
have
even
to
have
go.
to
I'm
do.
gonna have to. I seen an old GTO. I'm gonna have to holler at my homeboy and see if I can drive it in a movie because the movie is for back in the day. So he got a GTO. He just restored.
Do
It
y'all
look
know
real
what
nice.
a Polara is?
Nah, what's that?
It's a car that's the name of a car that he had, an old Polara or a Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Yeah, because my car's too new to be in a movie.
Well, it
Plymouth,
ain't gonna
that's
be.
back in the day, the Plymouth,
Well, you're
baby.
not gonna be in the car. The scene we shooting, you ain't gonna be in the
Okay,
car.
okay.
So you gonna be getting off work, coming in the house, fussing at your wife. Not even fussing, but talking about the kids. What's going on with the kids?
Running things, son. He running things. Big Daddy run things when he in the house. You understand?
Yeah, he sure did. He sure
Yeah,
did.
he the one at the door. Come on in here if you want to. You know, that's the one. Come on up them steps if you want to. I got the rifle in my hand. How you want to do this?
You don't know my well, you don't know Walter. I ain't gonna say my grandfather, but when I wrote it, I did use him as the cornerstone for the character. So everybody, you know how you see people in your life that move around you. So this is a role for everybody, just a life period. So it's like I said, it's a fictional book, but it's based on, you know, some truths behind it, the foundation of people, you know, that you know. That's all. But
Okay, you just stop trying to save your family face. You know what I'm saying? You
it's funny that you
just
say,
go
come
ahead
on
and
in
say it's a true
right.
book.
Come on in here. That's not a biography. It's not.
She trying to save somebody's face. That's all. Because her family great bust her head and she come off and say it's true. You know what I'm saying? She had to do that. Well, they split that wig she got on.
All I can say, oh, hi, Miss Contractor.
Hi, Mr. Contractor. See, show them the Helen face. You know, show them the face. That's the one. The Helen, the one, the look that you gave her earlier.
Oh, the Helen face. This one. Okay.
That's the Helen face.
Look.
And he know what that look mean. He like
Miss Contractor. I said it's either y'all that parents or y'all blues parents. Either y'all
we ain't blue
Patricia.
parents.
Look, Patricia.
No, we ain't doing that.
Look. You hear what she said?
A long time right here.
She said, ain't nobody being Patricia. Ain't nobody being Derek.
Reese, what did I say the other night? You said, wait a minute, did you just tell him to shut his mouth? That right there. We good here. We all right.
I can see the okay, so who is Helen?
Helen is Patricia's mother.
Okay,
Helen and Walter is Patricia's parents.
Okay.
And Patricia is Blue's mother.
Okay, and they read the book, and that's the character that she liked. Okay, cool. Y'all did great. They are golden. I can see them doing this.
And then we had Rodney that wanted to play the father. Right? You haven't met him, the beast. He wanted to play the father too. So let's see. Like I said, there's still three men that need to be cast and 3 women. that need to be. It's 8 in this scene altogether.
Okay, well, congratulations, the contractor and Mrs. the contractor, on y'all's part in this stage play. I think this is going to be great. Like, just the first episode is already looking amazing.
So, and again, I want to thank them for volunteering their skill and their time. Like I said, we just trying to shoot the trailer so that we can get to the bigger thing going on. So it's humble beginnings, y'all. Ground roots is right here. And I do appreciate anyone that volunteers in advance. So, ladies, the people that read the book, the other females that read the book, fellow thespians, you know.
Yes, and it is going to, it is going to come together organically, and your characters are going to fall in your lap.
Yeah, I do believe so, because it's just everyday people. It's real everyday people.
Funny Man Green,
people go through.
You getting in on this?
Yeah, I'll play the crackhead or whatever. That
ain't even. That's the crackhead come later. The crackhead come later.
Oh, the crackhead ain't in this scene.
I was thinking about Friday.
He said he gonna play the crackhead. This is
because it seems like in every movie the crackhead is the most memorable. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like Friday, like
Smokey.
You know what I mean?
You just couldn't remember it, so it ain't that memorable. You just couldn't remember it just now.
No, because I didn't know whether to call him Smokey or Chris Rock or whatever.
And Chris Rock wasn't the crackhead character. See, you don't even remember the crackhead character from the movie.
Chris Rock was the crackhead when New Jack City.
No, you said Fridays.
That was AJ Johnson. Yeah.
And Chris Rock wasn't in Fridays at all.
No. I'm talking about New Jack City. No, I would just naming different movies, whatever. No, with memorable crackheads.
Crackheads.
Yeah.
Chris Rock played the crackhead in New Jack City.
Yeah.
AJ Johnson, Rizal was the crackhead in Fridays.
Right.
You had Chris Tucker was the pothead in Fridays, and the Fridays won.
Samuel Jackson was the crackhead on.
Come on, he's a crackhead.
Was it Sugar Hill?
She said,
"No, what's Sugar Hill?"
I know.
Do the Right Thing. Was it Do the Right Thing or was it Jungle Fever?
No, I think it was Sugar Hill. The movie with Wesley Snipes.
It was Jungle Fever, the movie with Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
because it was the brother. He was the brother Gator.
Yeah, you're right.
Gator.
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
I love movie trivia and stuff like that. So Brenda, when you do your games, it's gonna be games like that. I love that kind of stuff. See, and what you say is more memorable for you, Funny Man Dave?
The crackhead.
It's the crackhead is the most memorable, but I can't remember. That's see.
No, I remember the character. I don't remember some of the movies. I don't think I've ever seen.
You just know the word crackhead. You just throw the word. You just throw the word crackhead out there. I know a crackhead. We all know a crackhead.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a crackhead. I mean, if you do something dumb or something like that, always just thinking, oh, he's a crackhead. You know what I mean? You can make a mistake, and they can be like, oh, he's just a crackhead. You know what I mean? So you can't really go wrong with.
I know some crackheads who are geniuses. So you can't say if they make a wrong, make a mistake. Crackheads are smart as hell. They just addicted to the crack.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah.
But I've seen crack take, in the neighborhood, and it's just an addiction. They just grab a hold of them. So a lot of people don't realize that crackheads are some of the most smart, ingenuitive. They can build stuff. They use the mechanic. They can get you what you need. They are very resourceful individual. Like these crackheads nowadays ain't like the crackhead of old. Crackhead of old would jerry rig your shit and it would work.
Yep.
Nowadays don't know what a jerry rig is. They don't even know. They say, what is a jerry rig? What is a jerry? They don't know. They don't even know the word.
And they had all the deals. They had all the deals back in the day.
Yeah, they get you whatever you need. You can ask for Jesus off the cross. They bring you Jesus. They're like, I need Jesus fresh off the cross. Whatever you need. And look, because they stole it. They'll steal Jesus off the cross and bring it to you. Whatever you need.
Yep.
They were like, what? They was like, y'all trying to, you know, the crackhead was very resourceful. Whatever you need. Voila. Whatever you ask for. I need a catalytic converter. Boom. I need suspensions. Boom. I need a frame. Boom. I need a car. Boom. You got it. Yep. You got it. But it's getting close to that time for Tall Tale Thursday. Molly, come on in here and say something to the people. $1 Million Moments. Look, I'm glad the crackhead's not around now because I know I'll be using them a lot. I'll be like, go get me this, go get me that. So, and I'll be stuck into a life of buying hot goods. Because I don't care what it was. Sometimes the crackhead has something you wanted. I don't care. That man was selling stuff. You try not to, patronize that. But when they had them ties, them big giant ties, and they were selling it, he was selling 2 for $10. I had to give him $10 because that was I had to. I know he stole that dish, that wash soap powder. He had the big one with the 64 wash, the one that be like $18, $20, and he was selling 2 of them for $10. I didn't need you. Or when they get my Dove, my body wash, my Dove. What? Look, I don't mean to support criminalization, but I've had. In the summertime or the wintertime, you could always get Long Johns from there. Buy the Long Johns still in the pack. What? I mean, they just had some good stuff. I don't mean to, because you try not to perpetuate that because that make them want to stay in business, keep stealing stuff and keep doing stuff.
Right.
They was robbing the rich and trying to sell it to the poor. Well, we needed to discount their prices.
Yep.
Like they said it's against the law to buy food stamps. How many of us bought food stamps before? I have. Chrissy, y'all bought food stamps, contractor? Have y'all bought food stamps before, Molly?
I don't know what you talking about. What you talking about?
Oh, we can't say we did it. Oh, that's in the past.
You see working with them peoples, huh?
That's the law.
Trying to come up.
That was back in the day.
We were on the internet. We is on these people's internet, and you was asking questions.
I'm sorry. That was back in the day. That was back in the day.
Yeah.
They can't say back in the day because you can't buy food stamps now. First of all, ain't nobody got them. They cut everybody off. So.
I'm fooling with you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be high. Look, no wonder everybody was like,
what Reese talking about?
No wonder everybody was
shoot. Like, you trying to get us all for trial.
And when they say, girl, you hot. Don't mean to be hot. But back in the day when people, used to buy, people didn't mean to buy the food stamps, but they needed the groceries. And they could get the groceries at a discounted price. Somebody was using the groceries. They put the food stamps to good use. Because food stamps, you couldn't buy everything with food stamps. If you could pay electric bill with food stamps, if you could pay other stuff with food stamps, and that'd be something different. But you can't. So the people had to spend the money to get money for the cell phone bill, the electric bill, or the gas bill, or the water bill. Because without electric, gas, or water, how they gonna cook the food? The food gonna stay. So they had to do what they had to do so they could pay the other bills in the household.
Yeah, let them tell it.
You think they was lying?
Yeah, most of them, they just trying to even get flat, get high, get some drinks for the weekend or something, or go out to the club, you know, get out a little bit, live a little bit. They ain't got no income coming in. They look forward to selling their stamps, you know.
And that's
But
probably how they, I thought I was helping. They was like, oh, my electric bill such and such, I need to make the money. And I was like, oh, okay. So they lying to me so they can get the money. Ain't that nothing?
Yeah, that's cool. They probably trying to charge you more than they supposed to be, more than half. That's them sob stories come in. Man, I don't really want to sell my stamps. You know, that's why I can't do half. Like, nah.
Right. Oh my God.
Half or nothing.
Hey, Reese, there be people so desperate they be making posts on Facebook and junk and all talking about stamps.
Yeah. $2,000 worth of stamps, man. Who got 800? 800 that.
But I want to know why is it illegal to sell food stamps, but it's not illegal if you get your check from the government, whatever. It's not illegal to loan somebody or give somebody money that they get that the government check. So why is it illegal to give somebody food stamps?
I just order another set.
Or sell the food stamp to somebody that needs it, just going to buy food.
Because it's supposed to use it for food. It's called food stamps.
Right.
It's called
and you want to
phone bill
use it for
stamps.
food.
You use it for food, not another individual. You know, that's anything. If they give you credit to anything, they ain't going to let you sell that credit to somebody else so you can have money. Nah, when you come in here, you can use your store credit for out there. But when you start letting other people, they can put an end to it. All they got to do is say, show us your ID when you show it. But they don't want to. They know what's going on. As long as the money flowing, everything good. They not. That's like jaywalking. Like, people don't post to jaywalk, but you don't see police out here just snatching everybody up for jaywalking or spitting on the ground or something like that. So they know they ain't trying to put an end to it because it's too easy. All you gotta do is say, "Let me see your ID."
Find a way around it. The people go to the store with you.
Yeah.
So
That's people that do it now.
They do that anyway because they don't want
a
you
lot
to
of
take
people
their
that get
car.
food stamps ain't even got a legal state ID. They always got to get it renewed. Have you ever noticed that? The people that, you know, oh, I ain't got no ID, I got to get it renewed. I got to get it renewed. This expired.
You gotta keep coming back like a license or anything, but they make you come back and renew a little more frequent because things change with income. You could have hit the lottery, you could have just got a good job, and if they want to know, every few months or a year.
Every 3 months you have to.
I want to give back and pay more back into my disability system. I want this thing to propel me forward where I can come out of retirement, or well, I'll be disabled for the rest of my life, but I don't have to draw my disability pension. You know, am I saying that right? I want to get back out there, basically, because I still think I got a lot of good to do. I got a lot of good stuff to give. But we won't give up off this line. You know, Shades of Blue, Contractor got a show coming up, everybody, on JoJo Baby birthday, which is May the 4th.
Okay.
You understand that? Contractor, how did things go yesterday at your show?
I ain't even go yesterday.
Yeah,
I ain't go yesterday.
Well,
because we supposed to go out of town for Blue Phoenix thing, but it got canceled.
So are you going to be? Your thing is Saturday, right?
Yeah, and Virginia released.
So I'm gonna try to be there because I want to see the full Monty. I want to see the full show. The
Oh yeah, I
contract
hope
is
you
going to
do
be
come. You know my full show. You saw my full show New Year's Eve.
transportation, but I want to see more of it. I see you at the open mic, but I want to see the polished product on stage. You know, I was with you in the trenches in the back even when you did the open mic. He did his first 15, y'all, on my open mic that I was hosting at Martini's in Fort Washington, and that was funny.
They was shocked, especially when I was talking about church. They was like, they were acting like they ain't never heard nothing like that before.
So he gonna bring it on May the 4th, and I hope they catch it. So we're gonna be on a stage. It's gonna be Brian Birch, the contractor, and it's gonna be 2 other people. I don't know the 2 other people names. I just know the people names that I know. So that's this Saturday, May the 4th.
You know what?
I don't even know what the show called. What Lee show? What is y'all show called?
What the show name? I don't know. Where Lee at?
I don't know. Lee not even. I don't know what Kiani is. JoJo had to go and let his phone charge. I don't know what Kiani is. I don't know what JoJo. Huh?
I thought I saw Kiani.
He was. Kiani is, now you see him, now you don't. Kiani's a magician. Abracadabra.
What up, Kenny?
Hey, contractor. Hey, send me the info on TikTok.
Send the info on TikTok. Hey, Kenny. I've been talking about you. I got some stuff I want to talk about.
He at the Harvard with
Kenny?
Trey Cheney. Cheney, who is that? One of them politicians.
Okay. I can't see Cheney. I don't know Trey.
Yeah, Trey. Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay. And PG, I don't know.
I know you're doing big things, Kenny. And we'll be back on tomorrow as always, 10:30 to whenever we feel like getting off. Freaky Friday. Don't be shy. I don't know what the topic gonna be tomorrow, but I know it's gonna be something crazy.
One night stands.
Well, do you want to talk about one night stands, David? Do you got a lot of one night stands?
My son's a product of a one night stand, and my daughter's a product of a 2-night stand.
Oh,
See, you got one night stand, baby. Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Freaky Friday. Having babies with people you don't know. Strangers in the night and having babies.
I see y'all in the back room, y'all.
All right, peace.
Okay, Kenny, I know you're talking about now.